also indulging the Undertale remix soundtrack again because I can.
No one does that.
I don't know if no one. No. I don't want to challenge fate. I don't want to challenge fate.
You're not gonna say what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, that's the thing I'm not going to say out loud.
At least it's not raining.
Who's up for a barbecue? That's the English one. The immortal rain dance. In fairness, like if there was ever a chance of me gaining a position of power in the UK, I would outlaw the term barbecue and see if that changes precipitation. Hey! Speaking of precipitation, it's rain and friends. See what I did there? See, because but they're friends. But some of them are. What, oh friends! It's the last show before GDC. Who's ready? I'm mostly ready. Actually, I think I am ready. I'll probably do a checklist with all of you lot in a little bit. Gerald's like, a cute noodle has appeared. Where? Jesus. I'm trying to turn around to like, check out my braids. I got some badass braids. One of the cool things about Seattle is that a lot of places will do your undershave. But they count it as a neck shave, so they do this for free. So I get my hair done real cheap. So that's the thing I do. So, Alpha, Jaranan, J-Post, Cryostic, Stepagen, Caffeine, Alpha was at the top, and I said hi to Alpha twice. Aspects, not Alpha, Jaranan, to all of you I say what ho and welcome. It's the last show before GDC. I mean, you'll all be fine. We've got loads of cool stuff going on the Longship, like throughout GDC week. I'm going to be careening around the world and being a straight up numpty. Don't really have much to go into that. There's not an and. Bear with me on just a second. Somebody called and sent me a message being like, wow, I'm bad at this. GDC's gonna be hell. So, yeah, you'll get to hear me tapping away. And I'm not going to say who it is because that's bullshit name dropping, and I'm very sorry. So, jumping back into chat, 10 win, what ho, friend? Camille, Wraith, to all of you I say what ho. Good welcome. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? J Crips, what ho? Yeah, hello. I'm gonna fly in 5 hours. How are you? I'm packed, I'm ready to go. I've made some controversial choices in my operations. I am not bringing my Nintendo Switch for this one. I'm bringing Gaiman's Anansi Boys as my book for like little downtime. But I had this moment where I'm like, if I have time to play on my Switch, I'm doing something wrong. So, yeah. Narcissus saying hello. Castrum! Narcissus, what up, friends? I'm taking Tiny Mech and Not a Cult as my badges. I'm going to have Hindle's backpack. I'm basically taking as many talismans of the Longship Force with me as possible. Because I was having a ponder about this last night, and like, I mean, I'll level with you all. At least up until last night, I was getting a little bit nervous about doing GDC. I'm great at networking. Like, no false modesty. Networking is one of the few things I'm real good at. I think the reason that me and Shadow... it's Shadow's Dorches now, isn't they? Yeah, but the reason me and Shadow Wolf ended up being friends is because we were talking to Kate Edwards, because I just started a conversation. And then Shadow came in, and yeah, we've been mates pretty much since. But it's weird going into this space, and I got into this weird like thinking pattern this week of like, no one's going to want to talk to me, because I'm just me. Like, I'm not Will of Improbable or Will of Crit Assembly or Will of, whoever. I'm just me. And a very lovely person sat me down and went, no. You're not just Will. You're Will of the Longship. Like, what I always say, which is it's not me, it's us. I'm going to represent us. That's what I'm going to do. And that got me stupidly hyped last night, which is not a good thing to do at 3 in the morning. So yeah, hey! J-Post refilling the pint glass. Kestrel, you are damn feckin' right. We all lift together! And speaking of lifting, Tenwin is probably clawing at the Warframe download to try out his new rig. Tenwin says, oh yeah, life is good. Also, what of the Nova Quark segment? 30k players on one shard server. Maybe not that impressive. Alright, so it's not super secret. So Tenwin, I'm having a sit down with the devs behind Dual Universe. So this week, friendos, well, I guess it's Saturday, next week, CCP are doing a tech test of some distributed stuff. They're doing a free demo where you can play this bombastically massive EVE Online battle. So just download it for free, get stuck in. I'd like you all to have a crack at that because I won't, and I'm really gonna, your opinions do matter to me on all of this. So Tenwin, yeah, that's the reason why I've been all don't really want to get into it, because I have a sit down with the devs. And once I have a better understanding of how they're achieving this, then I will be oh, okay. Because, EVE Online does massive thousand people battles. But the way they managed to make it work was by slowing down time to a crawl to make it happen. So you could say that's very impressive, or you could be kind of feeling like you're brute forcing this here. Like saying Elite on the Amiga is technically a larger game than Event Horizon. No, that's a film. Horizon Zero Dawn. I need another coffee and I didn't bring it in here. Why am I an idiot? So yeah. It's lovely to see you all, and I'm glad we're getting to kind of bang out a last little show before the end. Before I careen off into San Francisco. Timon said, remember, EVE Online is quite old by now. I do. EVE Online's tech is 10 years old. I mean, at the time, they had one of the most impressive setups. They had a military-grade server cluster. And everyone was like, yo. Jared said, take pics if you can. I have no idea what GDC is like. I will. So, just to let you all know, the GDC plan. I'm going to take as many pics and snaps and selfies and just going to send them to you. So the events and cons section is where I'm going to post the majority of pictures in Discord. So keep an eye on there. The occasional or special photo I'll throw in general. And, Captain Steph says, bring back spleens. I don't know, okay, what? Kestrel, I'll grab a couple of, San Francisco spleens and chuck them in my bag. I can't bring too many. I think it's, more than 5 and you have to go through a special checkout. And to jail. Jared is also awesome shirt. Old father approves. Yeah, I've had this shirt and most of them for feckin' years. So at this point now, I'm kind of wearing the same T-shirts every GDC. But I can't. Come on, we ride to Valhalla. That feels like the most feckin' relevant. Yeah, Tenwin. See, that's what the friend I was talking to last night. That's what they said. It's what are you doing? You're going to GDC raiding. You're going to bring back loot and bounty. You're going to bring back games, exclusives, devs to talk to, people to consume. I mean, interview. But you know what I mean. I am going out on a raiding mission for our operation. And I'm doing it for all of us. And that, yeah, when I got told that, kind of changed my focus. And now I'm raring to go again. Crisis says, the famous 3-strike rule was speens. 2 is okay. 3 is a felony. 4 is bioengineering. Damon's like Mr. Viking would be so proud. He's still hungry in the Deadfire Archipelago. Sitting in somewhere. Yeah. Dreaming about his junk. I'm just going to make the joke before you do, Tenwin. Nothing personal. I'm just going to beat you to the punchline. So yeah, how are you not all doing? Tell me your tales. The other thing. That is a very good point. So I know I have something of a reputation with you lot for not looking after myself. I kind of spin on a dime when it comes to GDC. Like, I'm going to be going hard for 5 days. I will stay hydrated, caffeinated, and fed because you've got to put fuel in the engine, my friends. Got to put, got to put some gas in the gus bus. And Wraith asking the important question: is Mr. Viking's joke called my cocks? So helpful. Jaron said it's a trance mix of Megalovania. I dig it. Yeah. Hang on, I think I can send you. I think I can actually send you the link to this. Copy playlist link. This is just the 2 game shops mixed together. Will is a human Vengabus confirmed. I'm a monster confirmed. But yeah, you all don't need to worry about me staying hydrated. I'm probably going to be playing this one, when it comes to like partying, I'm going to be playing this one a little bit safer, because I've got a lot more meetings I need to have a lot more focus in. But on the plus side, the only person's schedule I have to organise is mine. You ever tried organising someone at GDC? It's hell. Especially if that person has a, air quotes, sense of humour. Hey, J-Post. J-Post is hard repping House Order. Bangle! Wartofend! Jaron said organisation at cons is a nightmare no matter the con. I think that's true. PAX makes it best. Definitely another coffee. Sorry. So Arden says, hello to those going to GDC. We salute you. April once the post party finishes. Hells yeah. Actually, I'm hoping to get Emmons and some friendos on the show for the first anniversary. And I think that's going to be a good day. I have an inkling, friends. That's going to be a very good day. Jaron says, in my case, I was thinking furry cons, but anytime you got that many people together, oh man, yeah. Actually, I don't know why. Because of the additional logistics of like suits, air conditioning, etc. I imagine furry cons are pretty well organised. The only ones I've really disliked con-wise are kind of like the pop-up cons. Stormscale! Wartofend! How goes it? Caffeine says, oh hey Will! What's going on while you're gallivanting off at GDC? Well, Caffeine, the straight man of this joke. Okay, so friends, throughout GDC week we've got a lot of stuff going on. Some of it's been a little, hasn't been well advertised. That is on me, and I do apologise. But the crew of the Longship have come together. There's going to be a plethora of shows to watch and things to do, people to hang out with. So it's not just going to be a week of dead air. It's not going to be on this channel. So I don't know if there's any of you here that aren't in the Discord already. Please. So, Monday, Camille K, the absolute legend that they are, is going to do 7 Days to Die. If you haven't encountered that one, it's zombie survival voxel title. It's very, very good. And has some really, really interesting quirks as a game. Camille's going to be streaming that, but also opening up the... Yo! Tedwin with, don't forget, use your sheep to bring back some fantastic maflava-flav for my cocks. He always loves them flops and flumps. GC's a good breeding ground. Are you okay, Tedwin? Do you need an adult? Also, don't forget to eat the rich. They can be joined with other memes. Yeah. I actually mostly be bulking out my diet with the rich where available, but they just take a lot of time and preparation. Sorry! Chrono Fire. Shackle Draconis Wato, friends! So yeah, Camille's running 7 Days to Die. That's going to be awesome. Wednesday, ET3 Stooge, one of our very own heroes, is going to be playing Objects in Space. And that is basically, imagine Firefly. Yay!
Saturday here, Will.
And back at you, friend. Back at you. That's a 5-month combo and all. Just keep checking to see when the next emote pops up. Lucian Grey, that is a 5-month combo, and I want to say a massive thank you. Like, and to all of you. Like, I am stupidly proud to be fucking whip!
Bits to play ping pong in San Francisco if you get some free time. It's near the convention center tongue.
Yeah, I know the place you're talking about. And now my hand is healed. I'm ready to go back in. I'm actually not bad at ping pong. I'm not good, but I am not shabby at ping pong. I can make it do the curving. Have like this cool like backhand style. I'm a complete nerd, I know. What was I waffling on about? I was saying a massive thank you to Lucian Grey and to everybody that's been kind of following on this little journey. Because, yeah, we're going to be coming back to, like, so I get back on the 23rd. Ugh. So I get back on the 23rd. And then on the 6th of April, that is our official Longship anniversary. So we will have been doing this for a year. Like, yong. Feckin' yong. Now, again, J-Crips, fecking thank you. Like, that's 1,000 bits to start off a Saturday morning. Now I suddenly don't need that cup of coffee. But what I wanted to, yeah, just thank you all. I wanted to add that, like, all of you that throw, even like the tiny bits, like Shackle, everyone's been refilling the pint glass after House of Chaos decides to annihilate it. Like, it all just goes to keeping this operation running. And I know there are going to be quiet months, and I know they're going to be awesome months. Like, I'm going to be gone for a week. That's going to be a something. But I'm planning for it, so it's going to be okay.
You heard him say it here.
Shut up, Ken!
It's more the Fitbit, just in case.
I don't know if you heard that. Ken was mocking me for saying that Ken and I were talking about this last night, and I said, like, I think this is going to be a quiet month. I don't think that's an unfair thing to say, and he gave me the look. But also, I don't know if you've all seen, that's the fan art of me and Ket, but as Friendo Grubs, which I love. Sorry, Greenfire with the Wildcat Beers! Ket's partially packing, might join us a little. JPO says, when will the first stream after GDC be? Officially on the 26th. Tuesday the 26th, we're playing Generation Zero with Camille and friends. But it might be later in the day because I'm going to go get my taxes all sorted and paid and done. Because just one of the side effects of running this. But that's my job, you know? You lot put in your time, your effort, and your cash to keep this operation running. So it's my job to do, you know, the logistic stuff that I can't delegate. I do not resent it in the slightest. 10 Wins said, speaking of Grubs, no Hollow Knight yet? I know you said you wait for the next expansion, but I want to see you scream the Godmaster. Well, I tell you what, 10 Win, maybe we'll do like a recovery day when I come back. So yeah. And just the one thing I did want to add, because there was some banter about it, because J-Crips, you fucking legend, you utterly annihilated me while we were playing DMC5. Like, I do want to say that all the money that comes in for the Longship just goes into a survival fund. Like, it's not a Will's piss-up fund. And if one month is really good, that money just stays there to keep it, like, sectioned out. Like, it's... yeah. One really, really, really good month does not result in me, like, snorting ground-up warp dust up a rat's ass in a feckin' fancy club somewhere. I just wanted you to know that there's sensibilities to it, and my goal is to get it to a point where it's not on the shoulders of any one or few to keep this operation running. But that's another story. Jumping back in, Wraith saying unless you have something else planned, I think some Hollow Knight on the anniversary would be appropriate. It's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. We'll see what's going on. We'll definitely do. Maybe on Friday the 1st, we'll just do a day of Hollow Knight and stuff. What the
Something
fuck?
to maybe help cover a portion of your trip to GDC.
Joker,
Wish I
what the
could go.
shit?
Damn you, education.
Dude, Skyboat, come with me! Dude! What the... Joker! No, I gotta do this properly. Joker, to you I say thank you! And I say Watto and welcome! Fucking hell, Joker! How are you doing? Fucking... Joker, you fucking ledge. Thank you. That's $7 right there.
Still funding the Warp Stone of Storm Vermin's abs fund.
Thank you, Shackle. The 200 there for informing us of Storm Vermin's abs. Oh. Okay, thank you. That's $70 is a massive amount of cash. Thank you kindly. Yeah. Oh, and Joker, Stormscale wanted to point out that they loved the Ranger video. Just point that for good work. Yeah. And I gotta say as well, like, it makes me super happy to see you doing super well, Joker. Like, that stuff that you put out was stupidly funny, but yeah, but not. Thank you kindly. My brain is just slightly discombobulated there. Well done, well done. Okay. So yeah, what I was trying to say is it makes me very happy to see that series doing well, and the D&D stuff is really funny. And I think anyone who's been playing like tabletop stuff for a long time, there's a chortle for everyone, and I really, really like that. Oh, okay, yeah. Caffeine's poking me with a stick to remind everybody of what's going on while I'm away. So,
Stop that incessant clicking.
J-Crypt, you legend! J-Crypt just gifted a sub to Joe Cat. No big deal. No big deal. Just hanging with cool kids today. I guess that's how we're doing it. Oh, lordy. J-Crypt, thank you. So, yes, Caffeine's poking me with a stick. Geraldine says, Bubba is Will, brain's shut down. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen Bubba Is You, yo, you need that game in your life. One part like physicality puzzles. One part physicality puzzles. One part like basic programming. That stuff is dope. Okay, so things that are going on while I'm away. Camille, 7 Days to Die Monday. Wednesday, ET3 Stooge is doing Objects in Space. Think Firefly meets The Hunt for Red October. It's spaceships in space doing shenanigans things, but your control scheme is like a submarine. And those of you who don't know, Stooge kind of worked in that space. The submarine space, if you will. So I think it's going to be a combination of interesting stories and a very interesting game. I believe Friday I was bantering with Echo, and Echo's going to be jumping into... Yeah, in the raid going. Echo's going to be jumping into Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, because I won't be able to play it until I get back. And, well, until I get back and then get a copy. But, yeah. Yeah. Echo's pretty fucking old school when it comes to the badassery of video games, and I know having the long ship cheer him on would be rad as hell. Saturday, Caffeine has organised a War Thunder tournament. That is basically like everyone can jump on in, tier 1 tanks, just crash them against each other. And the thing is, you don't have to be good, just go have fun. Flat things with a tank, doesn't cost any money. And there'll probably be a Royal Rumble or something stupid at the end. You know, it's very fun. We played War Thunder in the past, and I know it looks like a po-faced World War II game, but when you get, well, I was going to say the right crew, our crew, it's bloody good. Sigurd Robin says submarine space or space submarine? Space submarine. And those two distinctions are very important. Stormscales has been like, the music's so good! It is. DJ Cutman, Undertale, so cool. Actually, shit, I should message Cutman. Just be like, you're a GDC. I'm gonna do that, because I don't think I... Because I know fucking Grimecraft is doing like a jillion different shows throughout. Timon saying, can you put Wheel Lift together on or then a copyright issue? I mean, hypothetically, if I played it while we were doing the end credits for today, hypothetically, of course, then that's a good idea. Excuse me. I keep texting people and just saying, are you GDC? Geraldine's like, Will, is chat encouraging you to do something naughty? The thing is, I can only read that word now in the Stamper voice. Seems like things are going to get a little naughty around here. Greenfire is asking, how do you feel about some Celtic old-school puzzling with a Renanin curse and a spoopy ghost sometimes? Did you send me that game, Greenfire? Because I'm pretty sure that's on the list. I'm pretty sure that one's on the list, right? Because you did send me something that had like a old-school Celtic like setting. Because the thing is, I do want to do a day on that particular title, because I think it's something we don't talk about enough. Because, okay, sorry. For those of you who don't know, there have been these, like, hidden object puzzle games that have been going for donkey's years. And these games continue to sell and do well. And what's really interesting is that for a larger portion of this particular genre's life, they were kind of not quite complicated enough to be point and clicks, but not quite simple enough to be like Facebook games. And they existed on shelves in like, you know, Target and PC World and places like that. The thing is, they sell and continue to sell. And as a little mini subgenre, it's actually grown a lot. Some of you have probably seen like the Sherlock Holmes series that went full 3D with weird teleporting scary Watson. That, if you haven't seen that video, need that in your life. But I want to go into it. I want to have a chat with you all about this specific genre, because it's persisted and it's succeeded. And now that the market has grown, I feel like it's evolving, and that's kind of cool. But Jacob saying, I love hidden object games, the story are really quite good. They are. And you all know my feels on this kind of stuff. If we as a group can understand why these things are good, maybe we can fold them into other things we're working on. Or maybe it's a genre we didn't know we wanted to play more or see more, or what have you. You know? Yeah. I think it's going to be worth a day of our time. Jacob says, I love hidden object games. The stories are really quite good. And I just read out the same comment twice. Time travel is weird! But what I did want to say is, Jacob, thank you for refilling the pint glass. Along with, Shackle's been on House Order Detail. Robin says, I feel like we can call them a type of narrative exploration game. You're not wrong, but I find that the designation of genres to be a very interesting discussion topic within video games. We're one of the few mediums whereby the user experience, how you interact with the experience, is the designation of genre, and I find that really interesting. Like, music is essentially like a big old European family tree, right? Like, like genre, subgenres, friend-age subgenres, subgenre within subgenre, and there's reasonings behind them. Like, you know, the difference between ska, second wave ska, and third wave ska is a big deal. The sound is very different, and the influences and where they come from are very curious. Signy Robin, there's math rock or djent, pronounced djent. And God, okay, if you're hanging with metalheads, bringing up gent is that can be a fiery topic. Because gent and technical rock is... yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to get off on this one. Timur says, Will has travelled to GC, and despite people there seeming quite capable, Will shared his blueberries. No, Will did not share his blueberries. What a hero. I remember the time before GDC, the bear fell. Stormscale said, did someone say gent? Did someone say die for the Emperor? No. Get 15 Imperial Guardsmen crammed in this tiny room. But yeah, so what's really interesting is that while musical genres, both the intent and the creation, game genres are assigned based on how we interact with the titles, and I still find that fascinating. Like, the term walking simulator has not gone away. And as much as I wish it had, it's stuck. And it's stuck because that's the main mode of interaction in most kind of titles, is walking about. You know, a point-and-click adventure. But it's actually a narrative spanning across the stars and time, and there's puzzle solving. Nah. So you point, right? And click. But surely a point-and-click game would be a shooter, because you point and click. Nah, that's a shooter, right? You encourage your men with such vile smut, Commissar! Die, heretic! J-Po says, clicking on heads isn't a point and click. Imagine my surprise. I will still say that, it was Yahtzee's original review of the Orange Box, where he was describing all the classes in TF2, and that the sniper is basically a point-and-click adventure, except for there's only one use, and that's use gun on man. Continues to make me laugh. Tenry with just one. Sister, I need your blood for mine! Wait a second, you're a heretic! You know what, they're just running around down there, shooting each other. I'd lay an exterminatus on him. There is a large portion of my life where I just want to yell, fucking heretics! From rooftops. But I think people might get the wrong idea. The Titan says, it's a point-and-click game, be more akin to saying it's acoustic music instead of specific genre. Well, that's what's so cool about it. That's what's so cool about it, is that our art medium is defined by how the user experiences it, not by what the artist puts forward. In some regards, the artist can scream till they're blue in the face that their game is X, but as the user base can go, nah, it's Y. And, you know, the content doesn't define how we decide our genres in gaming, and that blows my tiny mind. It's great. Rothar saying Yahtzee's the best. I love Yahtzee. Yeah, I've read his books. I've not had a chance to have a pint with him. I've hung out with Yug a couple times, but I've not met Yahtzee. I can't remember his real name. And it's interesting that he's managed to continue. I often worry about his... I don't know. I worry about the Escapist constantly, and he's the only person who's managed to survive the Escapist implosion. But mostly because his content and his voice for his core work is completely almost separate. So yeah. No, don't get me wrong. Like, I indulge Yahtzee's humour as kind of like as a guilty vice, you know, like eating a little bit too much chocolate on a day. I do think that I'm very done with, and then angry white guy explains to me the thing as a trope. But the dude still manages to be funny, and he still manages to articulate a point with a little... articulate a point through massive cynicism. Anyway, yeah. I've not had a chance to meet the bloke, so I couldn't tell you left or right if he's good people or bad people. What was I doing? So yeah. So we've got about an hour and a bit. I'm trying to decide what we should do with our afternoon. As Ket very kindly pointed out, we have exactly the right amount of time to do literally anything. Cool. You're giving me too much choice. I have an idea of what I want to do, but is that not on my wish list? I have an idea of what I want to do, so don't worry about suggestions and whatnot. But I also kind of want to hang out and chat with you lot, because you'll also have to understand. I like spending time with you lot. I'm going to spend the next week being like, oh, I miss everybody. Oh, I hope 10 Wins PC is quite cool. Oh, I hope Beadora's not in the snow. Oh, I'd be like, I'm basically going to be peeking over the wall of Discord being like, oh, hello friends. Oh, can you tell me some news? Tell me some things. Hello. That's going to be me. While being sleep deprived and possibly very hungover. I think Strange Telephone's a little bit too weird for me right now. Jacob saying, yeah, Seasons White does stream Let's Play. That's kind of cool. Meow Kizakura's sad Will misses the long ship. And Beadora peeks over the wall of Twitch. Oh, excuse me. I heard you had some dank memes. So things I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and stream from GDC when I can. Like, it's entirely at the mercy of interwebs. Greenfire's asking me, what do you think about the game Ghost Tricks? Ghost Tricks is inspired feckin' brilliant. Like, it is something feckin' special. It really is. I really want to... Oh, 10 Win saying when you personally haven't sorted it out. I was like, I'm pretty sure I got the levels down. I'm pretty sure I sorted that. So, who just jumped on in? Katros! What, oh friends? This is the pre-GDC show. This is, we're chatting and we're bantering. Oh, Kestrel says, bless you, Ket.
Very good.
So, alright, what can I tell you all about GDC? Oh, the other thing I was going to say, it can be incredibly self-indulgent. Does anybody want to play some feckin' Sniper 3 this afternoon? Like, I know the general ends up being a bit of a mosh pit and silliness, but if anyone... I'm not saying we're definitely going to, but I'm considering it.
Stop that incessant clicking.
Ket, you got rumbled! Dude, House Carl just got you.
Oops. That time the mother guts.
Okay, if you think about this of like House Carl as the hunters, basically Ket was hiding in a bush and sneezed. Like, House Carl just like, get him. Okay, so what can I talk about for GDC? Right. So Thursday night I'm going to the Tender launch party. Comp says Hunt Showdown is also an option. I think Tim would appreciate that. Sadly, no, because I don't have Showdown installed on this rig. I do need to revisit Showdown. I lost my temper at it last time because the spawn killing problem was really bad. So what was happening is that I was loading into levels and dying before I was able to get into the game and react because of just bugs and issues, which does happen. Catra says, so how does GDC usually play out? Well, yes, that was a JoJo reference. So, Monday and Tuesday are workshops and tracts. People go to like roundtables or workshops or learning. Narcissus, I didn't say hello to you. I'm so sorry. What, old friend? And if there's anyone I didn't say hello to, make yourself known. So yeah, Monday, Tuesday, workshops and tracks. Now for me, I might go to like a little bit of the CM Summit just to go see everybody and hanging out. But my Monday and Tuesday is I've got 2 rounds. No, I've got 1 round of press demos. So I'm going to go to a indie publisher, sit down with them, and they're going to take me through their current lineup. Then I have coffee with an excellent industry friendo. And then Monday night is the Humble and Chucklefish parties. So I'll be bleeping from one place to another. God bless. I don't know how people did GDC before like Lyft and Uber came out. So that's going to be a little bit of networking, a little bit of just like hanging out with friendos and having a good time. Tuesday, don't know what I'm going to do during the day. Again, might attend some of the community manager tracks and stuff like that. But I've got an hour's worth of press demos. Then another hour of press demos. Then I've got... Fuck. Sorry, please forgive my bad language. So Tuesday night is my busy one. I have 5 parties back to back. And I'm going to network the heck out of them. So... Robin saying, spawning get killed before we can do anything? Should I talk about my Battle Royale performance? I'm sorry we've been having that one. But Robin, I don't know if you've had a chance to try Apex Legends. It's not amazing solo, but it's fun. And if you can find a couple of people to play with, I found it to be one of the better like Battle Royale experiences for cohesion and new stuff. Wait. Robin's saying, I'll have you know I have 5 wins. Then why are you saying... What? Oh, I'm really, really terrible at Battle Royale shooters. Please look at all my wins. I think that would mean you're actually quite good. I've only won once. Which makes me a champion, by the way. Like, I actually, as a one-time Apex Legends winner, I will be signing things at GDC, just so you know. Steelbox is adding what? Oh! Says, shame I can't go to GDC this year, but hopefully next year though. Oh, hells yes. The thing that I'll add before I start bantering more is when you get to GDC, the vibe is like PAX. Like, you're just going to see a bunch of people you know, or a bunch of people you can chat to and banter with. A lot of people get hung up on it being this... like, super po-faced, super, like, formal... work trade show kind of thing, but the vibe's not that at all. You can talk to people, you can make friends. Just don't go hard on day 1, and don't tweet out, that was a good day, where's the party at? Scenario saying, before you start waffling more. Now I'm worried. But Steel Fox, yeah, I'm looking forward to. Greenfire says, try not to have too much fun when you party back to back. Please feel free to rave the heck out of the rest of GDC. Well, yeah. So for Tuesday night, I have 3 mixers that I will go to and just like shake hands, make friends. How are you? I haven't seen you in years. Lovely to see you. See all the people I need to. Go to the next one, do the same, because I won't get a chance to see these people otherwise. Most of them are friendos I want to hang out with. Some of the peeps I want on the show. Like, that's going to be me out hunting and raving. And then I'm going to POW x8, which is a chiptunes rave at the DNA Lounge, and it's amazing! However, Wednesday morning I have an 8 AM breakfast thing. So, yay! That's gonna hurt. So, the next thing about GDC to know is that Wednesday through Friday is when the Expo Hall opens proper. So, shut up and sit down, have a stand. There's a few indie booths, loads of companies, everything from like like really cool first-party stuff to slightly sketchy middleware. Hopefully there won't be any faking BitChain booth babes. Arden's like, sleep on Tuesday morning? I'm thinking about it, Arden. I'm thinking about it. Greenfire says, Will, you are destined to become the Viking Rave Master. Embrace it. Oh, you know. The thing that I need to remember is that I have crickety bones and I can't just rave the feck out without slowly rolling into it. But yeah, so Wednesday will be the first day that the show floor is open, which is where most of my demos are. I've got 4 demo sessions. I've got 4 demo sessions and okay, yeah. 4 demo sessions and then a thing that I can't talk about. Next day, 3 demo sessions and 3 demo sessions, 2 work parties and 1 fun party, which is Marioke. And if you've not heard of Marioke, it's phenomenal. It's proper like video game covers as karaoke. So like a cover of It's Raining Men, but it's mansplaining men about guys explaining things on the internet. There's a whole song about water levels to Jimmy Eat World. I'm trying to remember all the pun names now, they're dropping out my brain. But seriously, especially those in the UK, Marioke is more common over there. They do a lot of events in London. If you get the chance to go. Because the people that run it are not only like incredible singers and performers, but they know how to run a karaoke night. And so for those of you who don't want to sing, like me, like it ends up just being a fun ass party. Greenfire asking the important question: what do you think of the Scottish Pokemon memes? They fuel my fire. Someone's replaced the Pokeball in the trailer with just like a bottle of Jameson. And it's my favourite thing. Get in, Pokeball, you eat shite! What else is going down? Friday. So Friday is my pickup day, which is to say that all the meetings and things that I miss, or all the cool people I meet throughout the week who are showing games and demos, I go see those, but not before 10. And then Friday night is either, Friday night is the Control Alt party for all the video games. GDC has this event called Control Alt GDC, where people build video games with completely custom controllers. One year someone made like a free-roaming adventure game using a sewing machine. Terrence, who's a local dev, who actually won the Control Alt GDC award last year, of which I was a part of, so technically I'm an award-winning writer, technically. He's made a game called Puppet Pandemonium, where you and another person have these little Muppets, and they each have a button on their head, and so you have to use the Muppet for talking and then mash the button. And the audience all have little buttons that they can bash around on as well. It's so funny. It's so funny. So yeah, I've got a couple of meetings on Friday, and then it's that. Oh, also, there's an Enter the Matrix rave. They're doing a screening of the original Matrix film, plus a rave to the soundtrack afterwards, which I'm considering. And then Saturday night, fly out. Let's face it, the makers of Pokemon need to make the female trainer Scottish by now. It's just her destiny at this point, yeah. But I mean, like, I don't want her to be Edinburgh Scottish. I want her to be, like, proper, thick, you know, commutes to Glasgow, like, Scottish. I want, like, 82% of the player base of Pokemon to not be able to understand a word she says. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gerald drinks Buckfast levels of Scottish. Buckfast is a fortified caffeinated wine. It's horrendous. I wonder if I can find Buckfast in the US. It's awful, but I kind of want other people to understand why it's awful. Now, I will say, this is more for like Tanari WoW and the Brits in chat, is that over here, like, a lot of very awful English beer is import. Boddington's is like $8 a pint because it's a specialty import. Old Speckled Hen's damn near $10 a pint. Old Speckled Hen! We've drunken literally everything else, and it's a choice between this and gasoline. I guess we're drinking the old speckled head. Kadra says, I want a Pokemon trainer who speaks at all. Well, I mean, the thing is, if you get someone who speaks proper Glaswegian, just don't bother translating it, just subtitle it. And Tim was saying, so also Warframe's planes of Angelon and Fortuna parts, superior versions of Anthem's gameplay loop. Well, I think it is safe to say that the development team of BioWare were looking at Warframe pretty heavily when they created their title. So I think, yeah, Warframe is everything that I want every free-to-play title to be. Like, small, fun, core experience that as it succeeds and as it does better, they're able to grow out the experience, bring in new things, bring in new people, do more. I absolutely love it. What was the game? So Fred and I played a game called, wanna say, oh, it wasn't Burnout. Burnout's the racing game. Beck! It was a post-apocalyptic car driving shoot game. And it was kind of fun, but it was mostly like team v team, and once you got out the paddling pool area, like the meta was so broken that it's like, and a moot. But they're adding like a PvE mode, and I'm so happy they're doing that. Spare me a second. It wasn't Carmageddon. Katros says takeout. Well, now I'm hungry. I just ate. Greenfire says I'm waiting to see when we're going to add Ireland and Wales to Pokemon. That's going to be interesting. Well, I mean, according to the Pokemon map, fucking Big Ben got stolen by Manchester, so there's some serious shenanigans going down. Who knows what happened to Wales? Probably got sold to, like, Uruguay or somewhere. Like, everyone was asking, who is this, Will? Oh, do you mean the tunes? Let me get your tunes here. This is DJ Cutman. He's right good there. Matey Boy does a right good mix. It's just like an Undertale, but you throw in like a little bit of that beat and it gets right good there. Don't know where that voice was going, and I'm entirely sorry, friends. No, Wraith, no! Too soon, dude, too soon. Wraith saying, we gave up Wales in Poke-Brexit.
You say too soon, I think it's not quite happened yet.
Time travel is weird.
Reactor online.
Yay!
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
GDC.
GDC! Ben, how you doing? What, old friends? C222. Sorry, like saying, people name, handle name, I apologise. Lovely to see you, yo. You are in town for GDC, right? This is my, I don't know why I looked at my wristband as if that's somehow going to give me time travel powers. We're flying out this evening, so this is my pre-show. Catros is asking, are you sure Wales didn't break free? Oh, no, don't ping at me! No! Bear with me just a second. Bear with me all just a second. No! No! What are you doing? Thank you. Sorry. Ark of the Conclave says what? Oh! Ark saying, are you presenting at GDC? No, dear Ark of the Conclave. I am raiding at GDC. I'm gonna drag a bunch of developers back by their ankles. Come back. I basically want to come back laden with gore, new games, and devs for you all to interview. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Ben saying, where are you flying into? We are flying into the Eye of the Storm. We're flying into SFO. Yeah, I'm sorry everybody who just checked Facebook. I forgot it was up in the background. Yeah, so we are, landing 9-ish this evening. So we're probably not going to have too much time to do anything other than like drop bags and hang out. But I'm in tomorrow. Tomorrow is my free day. So I might hang out with some old friends from Sega, or just start bringing people towards one place to just chill a little. Isocritz's pantry update. I'm going to have to redo my mining stations. Well, there will come a time, Isocrid, when we all face roll it. But we might start. Well, I guess your character will already be able to build a bunch of stuff, so that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to playing Pantropy with you, and Camille and everybody. So Ark of the Conclave, I am going to look at a ton of like weird and interesting indie games, get as many like hands-on with titles as possible, just get stuff sorted for the long ship. If I score us some lovely sponsorship, that'd be awesome too, you know. But yeah, my main reason is to come back like laden with exclusives and badassery. That is my goal. Just can't put an axe on the carry-on. That's all. Oh, Camille's also pointing that Stu's joined as well. Nice. I mean, you all don't need to sell me on the idea of it's Rust but Mech Warrior. Alrighty. Sorry, lots of things popping up all at once. The only thing that keeps messing with me is that Pantropy looks a whole bunch like that weird, like VHS, like horror shooter narrative game we played a while back. Just like visually. Hey Ship says, feels weird. It's pretty much been a year since I met this guy. Huh. What, this loud ginger numpty I keep hearing about? Yeah, that sounds like an ass. Still don't know why you fucking keep me around, but there we go. Also, I got sweet hair. This probably won't survive the fucking plane ride tonight, but I can imagine. Right, what was I doing? So we've got about an hour. Does anyone... Okay, I know I was asking this earlier. Does anyone fancy a little bit of Sniper 3? Universally! What, old friend? How are you doing? This is the GDC pre-show. And I've decided that I want to play some Sniper Elite. Have a little chat with peoples. So, Caffeine, what are you up to? Well... We'll not be doing open comms, but it'd be nice to blep some stuff. Just to blep some stuff for an hour. Universally saying, I'm doing good. We're like, 4 books to read for an report. Catcher says, dragon hunting means pre-cooked meat, yeah? Let's do it! Alright, so there's a Monster Hunter World squad popping off. Camille says, hasn't gotten to our server yet, but apparently another buddy of mine from Memories of Mars has joined the server and is waiting to catch me on to join us. Nice! That's super cool. But if no one is fancying Sniper 3, which is understandable, let's see what I've got that I can faff around with you lovely folks. As I don't know if you all saw, the Sniper Elite series announcements kind of dropped early. Sniper Elite 2, for some reason, is getting remastered. For the record, Sniper Elite 2 is the most boring of the series. we have, was it Sniper Elite 3's being released on the Switch? So that's a thing. Oh, University saying that the thing that they're doing is their final report is on Finland in World War II, so that's fun. Nice. Cocktail hour, if you will. Yay! Universally. Thank you kindly, yo. Busting out your Twitch Prime over here. There's been a few memes going around in the streaming circles of, and with their dying breath, they uttered, "Have you heard about Twitch Prime?" But, okay. Universally, thank you kindly, and I didn't mean to make light of that. I know it's a pain in the ass throwing a sub at people on the monthly, but I gotta say, Universally, that little purple longship looks real good. Also, back in next month, a bunch of you are going to be getting, well, probably, let's be honest, probably most of you are going to be getting the next tier of boat. I'm looking forward to that. Having the little, like, the squad art makes me exceptionally happy. So, yeah. So, Ben, sorry, I was asking you earlier, and then, sorry, C222, I was asking you earlier, a bunch of stuff popped off. How are you doing? Hello. What is your current Judasa plan? What is currently going on with you? I could just stream Race the Sun while just jamming out to some feckin' tunes, but that makes me exceptionally boring. Race the Sun is like my meditative game, and I love it. My personal thing with Race the Sun, kill the in-game soundtrack and then put on something like this, or Trash 80 or Chipsol or whatever, and just skim through the deserts at high speed. Gorgeous. Robin says, the only thing I remember was that the first boat is red, and the boat I have is purple, and I want the 1 year boat. Oh yeah, the 1 year is the orange and black background, orange on dark seas. But yeah, the next one is kind of like a lovely light green. It's meant to be in the tiered side. It's meant to be in the tiered elements of the Twitch ranking system. Is it bad of me that the only reason that I would make partner is so that I can change the bit badges to shields? Like, is that weird? Because you have your boat, and then I know this is known, but I still remember when I found out that the reason that Viking longships always had the shields along the side wasn't an aesthetic. That was just everyone's shield that they'd bring along with them and just clunk, lock it on the side. A little bit of extra shielding, a little bit of extra storage, no pun intended. Tempted by... No. I wonder... Wow, I still have these shades installed. Very strange. CV Robin says, do you have an artifact pin in the background? I do. I've got the logo pin and I've got the red champion pin back there. I've also got Camp We Don't Want Ya, PA, that's Baron from Heartbound, so shout out to Thor. I've got the Pyre from Dark Souls, Heart from Heartbound, little jobby, the Norwich Games Festival, a PlayStation controller with a ginger comb over, and the Hype Zone. Get hype. I also have, that's a Crabomancer. I've got a crap load more pins that I keep meaning to put up, and Ket has very kindly said that I can make space on the board. I just keep forgetting because life's weird like that. So what can I inflict upon you all? I mean, play. We could be real. I could be a real garbage dwarf and do some PUBG solo. I could try and get that chicken dinner. For those of you that don't know, in my spare time, I'm playing a lot of PUBG. Not because I'm necessarily enjoying it, because I desperately want that solo chicken dinner win, so I never have to play the game ever again. The Titan says, have you Apexed? Yes. I have. I finally managed to finally managed to get my Apex Champions, Apex Legends win. And Chito, if you are at GDC as a one-time Apex Champions winner, like, I will be signing autographs where available. Sorry, says chat equals axe emote. There may come a day where we have an axe emote, but right now, if you're sub to Go Pirate Software, they have a much better looking axe. And our little friendo with an axe, I think is a good thing. I guess for those of you that don't know, one of the reasons why I point so much to Go Pirate Software is that, and we'll talk about this more kind of like after GDC and the anniversary show, but, you know, all of you that bugged me after shit went down to keep streaming, and then Thor, like on top of that, Thor came to me and went, mate, if you stream on this day, we will send you, we will send a Go Pirate raid your way. And Thor has continued to support the crap out of not just me, but the Longship as a whole. Like, he genuinely believes on who we are and what we're doing. That's really something special. God, I wish I'd made him a cup of tea. Gasping. Can't take a tea break after only an hour. Not that much of a numpty. I don't want to do DMC5 because with that, a lot of people were kind of... I know a lot of people were enjoying it. So when we next get stuck into it, I want to make sure it's something that everyone can kind of experience. Just inflict devil daggers on you all for like an hour. Dash goes like, tea-deprived ginger is less entertaining. Wow! Wow. Savage. Well, I've got great hair, don't care. Am I right? Oh, Meowkin Sakura is saying Rain World. Actually, feckin' yeah. Did I install that? I just sworn I pre-installed that. Because I've been wanting to go back and do some Hunter. Yeah, let's go back to Rain World for an hour. Sorry, says teapot emote. Tempting, tempting. But...
T.
Alright, I'll go get a cuppa. Although, wow, J-Crips, your 200 bits there was deflected by House Order. Oh, Greenfire, absolutely, float ideas. I love chatting with you lot about this. Now, I have decided on what the next emote's going to be, and you'll see it when it pops up. But, getting the chance to play some Rain World with you lot sounds real good to me. Zero says it's obviously a...
Fine.
It wasn't a challenge, J-Crips! J-Crips with a tactical 500 bits there. Feckin' legend, thank you. Rosen said it needs to be, it's not a cult, or not a cult. Also, hi. Well, you are right, we do need a not a cult emote. And we're also going to need to say a proper Watto and welcome! The light bulb might be tricky because the light bulb is something they use for like marketing and branding stuff for One Shot, and I don't know, like a little Nico, I'll have a ponder on it. But yeah, I have chosen the next emote. I put it through last night. I don't think it'll show up on today's show, but when we return, yeah, you'll probably see it and be able to use it on other channels before this one. But yeah. I'm amazed the gnome has remained. It's not a bad show, actually, Robin. Reaching out might not be a terrible idea. I mean, I know at some point we should do a replay of One Shot for the new kind of people who have joined us and have missed it. But Greenfire is saying Dragon emote. Well, if we ever hit the mystical superpower as a partner, we'll get a 3-section longboat, so you can make your longboats as long as you want. That's one of my goals. To be honest, Robin, I think one of the things that I'd really like to do is just be able to bring him on the show and have a conversation with him. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Hang on, let's see who the One Shot devs are. Google knows that I mean one-shot game, not one-shot game. Developed by Little Cat Feet and published by Desegia. Developer, Little Cat Feet. Let's see if we can find him. IndieDB. No, not Little Cat Feet Poem. Little Cat Dev. There we go. One shot. Little Cat. DeviantArt. Little Cat. Game Pressure. Hey, mate. Where's your fucking Twitters? Where's your website? Where's your Twitters? Oh, it's like confusing. This is what happens, is you start asking me questions, I get lost down my own teeny tiny rabbit hole of yeah. Hey, Cringe. What, old friends? How are you doing? We're just having a little banter and a chat before GDC. I'm going to play a little bit of Rain World while we just talk about stuff and kick it together, yo. Although I am going to go grab a cuppa before we kick that off in just a second. I just got really distracted for a moment there looking at who it was that developed One Shot. And then I started reading like bits and bleps about development, and then like, oh boy. Will got lost down a rabbit hole. No, pull back. Pull back! So jumping back into chat, sorry, says, Will has gone to Underland, it's chasing a rabbit! That has very different connotations where you are. And Isaac just yelled, Nerd! I'm right here. I'm right. Wow. Wow. I would have thought my sports prowess would have earned me a different moniker from all the sports ball that I played. I mean, yo, you know, get these guns from... Do I want to know which way it is to the beach? It's that way. This is the thing. I find myself incredibly funny sometimes. Cringe is like, anybody craving Arby's? And Isaac Cringe is yelling from the back, Talk! I'll take it. I'll take it. Catch says, I mean, we want to see Will play America McGee's Alice and America McGee's Alice Returns. America McGee's Alice Madness Returns. So, they're both...
Stop that incessant clicking!
Catros, feckin' thank you. And Catros just gifted us up to Cringe for something. That's feckin' rad. Cringe, you didn't even have time. You got. House Carl. House Carl got you. Sorry, here's me losing my train of thought. What I will say, dear friends, is the Alice series is aesthetically really interesting, and I still love it. But just when we go back, brace yourself. Time has not been kind to dear Alice. Her design, her aesthetic, her layout. Yeah. Also, I'm probably going to lose my heck at the controls as well. J-Crypt says, Sniper Elite has nothing on the Hunters of House Carl! Yeah. Like, Snipey McSniperson is yeah. He can't hold a candle to House Carl's incredible abilities. Alright, so, dear friends, I am going to quickly pour a cuppa. Pixel! What, old friend? So I'm just going to quickly pour myself a cuppa, and then we're going to play Rain World for a bit. And then I'm going to jump in a plane. Because of reasons! Alright? So don't go anywhere, friends. We can continue with the advances.
Clicking.
Hang on! Hang the hecking heck on! J-Crips, holy crud! J-Crips and Catros are just like ninja bouncing around. Pixel, I knew that would happen. Pixel, you basically just stood out into the field and embraced the attack of House Carl there. Well, J-Crips, Catros, like all of you gift and subs, all of you being cool kids, severely thank you. Alright? Alright. Now, I'm gonna get a bevy, and then we're gonna continue. So don't go anywhere, alright? Ready? Oh! Oh, sitting on my ankles, that was a bad idea! Oh no! Hello, hello, I have returned. No, tea has been acquired! I do apologise for leaving you waiting. And while I'm not on the sofa for a week, I've just been kind of vacating some of my things. So I hope you all... This was the thing I did want to say. We have a PO box down there. If any of you ever send cards or little silly things, I do keep them all. So I got this for my birthday last year, which is very funny. This one was sent by a particular individual who knows who they are, and they are lovely. And it continued to make me laugh because you're like, oh look, Mr. Barracuda, oh he's gonna chase the fish, oh he has been betrayed! All along the fish were a team! And there's probably a deeper meaning or a metaphor there, but that's the story I choose. And I got sent this one by an exceptionally lovely human. And I don't know if you can see, it's a stitched little, it's a bird with a teacup. It's a little stitched. And it's like, yo! It's like, yo! And I'm rather partial to it. And also, again, I don't know if this individual wants to make themselves known, but I got sent this little teeny tiny Viking boat necklace, which I don't actually have a cord or a chain. So if anyone going to GDC has a piece of leather I can tie around my neck, that'd be great. No, I realised as I said that out loud. Well done, Will. Well done. But I'm going to be taking that little charm. I got that. So yeah, this is my little Will's shamanistic items. Things you can use to summon me from the void. D20. I'm taking a clear red one because I want one that's not going to get beaten to hell in my pockets, but also is going to be very useful. And I got this. This was a gift from a very cool person who got invited to a Total War press event. And so they got up stupid early in Italy to go to a nearby store and bought me and Craig these little like Viking helm keychains and Viking helm, Roman helm keychains, and I've kept it with me ever since. Like I used to have it on like a little carabiner that was clipped onto my belt because I didn't know what else to do with it, and that was all I had on my person. But yeah, now I just keep it with. Right, how are you doing, Steve? How are you doing? All right, Rainbow is done. Honestly, I can't see us. Why? You know what? There will come a day when we play Atlas, but it is not this day. You're uninstalled. I had intended on doing a stream with me and Ket. We're going to do a side-by-side. And, like, yo. There will come a time when I think Atlas is going to be absolutely worth our time to play as a group and explore into. Yeah. Yeah, Theodora. I was kicking myself because I almost didn't bring this with me, which would have been a real stop it. That would have been a special amount of stop it. Sorry says we'll need to do some doodles to send to the world. Okay. I mean, obviously within your means, Green Fire, and I don't want you to spend money just on. If you do, thank you kindly. I love that stuff. Like cards, drawings, I keep it all. While I was getting my hand put back together, V and Ket and a couple of other peeps were keeping me company in the hospital, and yeah, V drew my crow Sona, which is what Will would look like if he was a crow, which often pops up on the little cycle here. And I've still got that. It was drawn like the back of a fucking drawn on the back of a receipt. That's how I remember things. Yeah, Pixel saying, Will, you do realise you're close to 6 months since we got subs. Yeah, Pixel, it blows my tiny mind. Like, next month people will be getting their 6-month badges. We've been doing this for reals for 6 months. And not only are we doing it, but we're doing it. Like, the Longship needs to, I need to work to make it more sustainable in more different ways. But right now, you all keep me alive, and I'm doing this full time. That's badass as fuck. You'll forgive my swears, I do apologise. But that's badass. Yay! It does when you're having fun! Also, the Reggie puppet raving out to this track makes me very happy. Theodora, thank you. That's not only 5 months, that's 5 months of a tier 2. And sincerely, thank you. Alright. Oh, Beckett the Flapper is here! Oh. I swear. If someone comes up to me and tries to buy them a Flap license from me at GDC, I'm just gonna be like... I might sell it to them. I just love the idea of someone waking up and being like, oh, what's this? Oh, I just bought them a Flamp license? It doesn't exist? That would be funny. Right, what are we doing? Rain World! Let's take an adorable cat. And let's take an adorable slug cat through some murder! I haven't played this since last year, so I'm gonna get killed so many times. And I've been wanting to have a faff around on it. If I get an impromptu tattoo at GDC, it will probably be a Rain World tattoo. Or the Hex, maybe. Might be the Hex. Oh, that's really Tips and Friends. Brit Neumal! What ho, friends? I don't know if you saw... I was showing everybody... this. Alright, you're awesome, Spider Dance, but I need to pause you for... Wow, I forget how chill Rain World is. Bear with me just a second. So jumping back into chat real quick, Icegood says, funny, I think I started following you right as you were wrapping up Rain World. Huh. Wow. Yeah, compliment Cap, that good Rain World OST. Do you know, one of the things I find fascinating is, because I was a big fan of James and Lydia's music before they started making Rain World, which is Bright Primate. You've probably seen me wear this like Game Boy with like a Crossbones t-shirt that looks really kind of gauche, but I love it. That is from their music stuff, which they did before. And what I find really interesting is that in Rain World, the soundtrack is only really shown to you when things are going horribly, horribly wrong. And Brit Neumal, you've not seen this one. You are going to love this one. You are going to love this one. I forget. Oh yeah, and the saves are local. So... Oh, crud, so we can't play as the hunter. Oh. Maybe we should do a little bit of the monk, because we did the survivor already. Sorry, here was me popping off 4 different thoughts at once. So, to Brit Neumal and people who haven't seen this is Rain World, and this game is utterly beautiful.
Reactor online.
Hey!
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Another month passes and I remain. I can but watch as more are hunted. House Carl never stops. They never stop.
They never stop. One thing that we are going to get later in the year, friends, is as the Longship key art gets put together more and more so, I'm definitely going to get house logos and house art. And I'm looking forward to that, yo. So, actually, here's the thing. Any of you want to take a stab at doodling house logos or house outfits or what have you for our Viking Longship crew, then go for it. I won't stop you. But yeah, it'll be a thing that exists. University said, would you recommend getting Rain World? Absolutely. Absolutely, friends. Rain World is an important game. And I guess to those of you that have only joined us over the last few months, now I played this back right after the catastrophe that was, and this game is challenging and haunting and brutal and beautiful and incredible, and has stayed with me. It does tend to galvanize. It galvanizes in me a lot of the problems that I see in the games industry. So if I start getting ranty, do not feel that you have to join me on the opinion quest. I will try and keep the Will's feelings on game reviews to an absolute minimum. But this game is beautiful, and it will challenge you, and it will push you, and it will make you think like you can't go on, and then you do. It is the truest and most incredibly poetic of games, and to finish it is to experience something very special. Not just for the wonderful community people who came over from like the Rainworld community and stuck with us, but also for the incredible experiences we had along the way. The first time we met Moon, the first time we translated one of the Pebbles, when we worked out how to talk to the scabs, the locals. The first time I worked out how to eat popcorn, for feck's sake. This game is so special. So, yeah. Chiat's like, you do realise that Will's views and feels is literally your USP and the reason we're all here. Never apologise for it. Your mistake, Chiat, is in thinking that as a Brit, I wouldn't apologise. I apologise for a lot of things. J-Post says, House Carl wears camo. Well, I thought about this J-Post, but I thought like, so House Carl are hunters certainly, but I kind of imagine them having these like green-grey murder cloaks, but then underneath like lots of accessories and things for hunting in all kind of environments. And you're Archer of the Eye, yep, Chiat is right. Video games mean a lot to me, and talking about them is something that I am extremely lucky and incredibly grateful to you all that I get to do on the daily. And you know what? I do feckin' get into the feckin' feels jams when it comes to talking about this stuff. Because I've always felt that. Like, games have been that medium that hits to the most core of me as a person. And expresses a lot of things that I don't really have a better way of putting it forward. So anyway, yeah, so here was me on multiple tangents. So one, this game gives you music when you screw up or when bad things are happening, which is incredible considering that the soundtrack is amazing. Catberry Gaming, what, old friend? We've got an adorable slug cat. Britt Neumel, mother of cats. The reason I wanted to introduce you to this is the main character, or characters I should say, is this adorable... Look at his little face! Look at his little face! He's so cute! Chiat's asking which house gets giant mechs. Want to be in that house? I don't know. So we're designing the logos of each of the houses and then their potential outfits. So that's Order, Chaos, Carl, and Valkyrie. You know, like a logo for each, and maybe like the start of an attire. So that as we add people to kind of like the Longship, if people really identify with one house, we can give them like accessories and stuff. It'd be super cool. So for the current key art, we're just doing the Longship, and we're just going to pack that out. But in the future, what we can do is we can go, right, so what if the Longship crew were all mech pilots? What does that look like? And I like that. Catberry says, I thought it was a bunny. Adorable regardless. It is a slug cat. It's a cat with a big chubby tail. Oh. DX is like, bah, mercenary for life. Oh, you know. Secretly Robin says, I want you to know, I've never played MechWarrior, but I'm looking for a bomber jacket to put my patch on right now. Hex to the heck yes. Earl says, Longship crew is mech pilots. PGI needs to get the Viking in that game ASAP. I know. I reached out to Piranha Games before, like a few weeks back, saying like, if you're going to be at GDC, I'd love to meet you. They haven't responded, so yeah. I really wanted to work with them back when I was at Improbable and stuff like that. Never got the chance. But we do have the Turbo Play Friendos, so that's pretty cool. Catberry says, Insert Coin have some great bomber jackets, highly recommended. Hells yeah. But I think what I'm going to do, Catberry, is get like a plain unbranded one, because we're going to get Longship mech patches. What was it? Oh, feck, where's Rhymes with Moose? Because we were coming up with it. What was it? It was going to be something like, it's not a cult. Britt Nymel calling out Catberry with like, you mean you don't recognise slug cats? Been called out, Catberry. You've been called out. I kid. Catberry saying, I am ashamed! I will educate myself. Alright, well, look. Because I'm going to be away. If you need a game that will challenge you... and will make you feel some serious emotional feels, will be an incredible platformer with some of the best ecology simulation in them video games, I can't recommend this game enough. Now, Britt Nymel, this might... I would not recommend this to your good self as a starting point because it is not a simple game, but the monk playthrough is... So the monk playthrough is the easiest one. The monk is, of the three... Okay, God, here's me butchering it. Right, so there are 3 slug cats that you can play as. The survivor is the primary game. A nimble omnivore, both predator and prey. You can eat certain kinds of animals, but you can also eat fruits and vegetables. One of the key components of this game is eating to survive. When you go to sleep at night, you need to go to sleep with a full belly, because otherwise you wake up the next day starving, and that's really hard, because you can get fatigued and have a bad time. Now the monk is a peaceful creature, in tune with the mysteries of the world, empathic to its creatures. The monk can only eat fruits and vegetables. The monk can't eat meat, but the monk is also at peace with a lot of the creatures of the world, so less things will try and eat you. And then, the brilliant but also heartbreaking hunter. Now, the hunter still eats everything, but the hunter's ability is a hunter can eat big creatures. So the bigger things, like the bigger vultures, monsters, lizards, the hunter can not only bring them down, but eat them. So, yeah. Oh, Robin, thank you kindly. I actually didn't think of that idea until you mentioned getting a bomber jacket. So, yes, I'm actually gonna... There's a really good surplus store in Seattle. So what I might do is get a bomber jacket in my size and take the proper patches off and then add the silly patches on. Because I got a bunch of patches I want to put on that one. I want the long ship patch. And I also want a... I also want to add my tea order. So I've got one that says I want strong tea, milk, no sugar, as like a military patch. So good. It's so good. Cadbury says I'm in. Thanks for the link. No worry. So, Cadbury, for you, it will seem frustrating at first, but I absolutely recommend playing as the survivor. The thing to remember with this game is that it's about watching the ecology. It's not a precision platformer. You need to learn all the creatures, the world, the environments. It's very Dark Soulsian, even though it's adorable. So, we haven't done the monk, so we're going to start that. Cadbury says, I am in the process of beginning to appreciate hard games of being forced into them. Well, this is one that I would recommend because it's so gorgeous and experiencing the world is so good. And when you get past it, when you explore and discover and find things, it's totally worth it. Britt Nymel saying, oh dear, I'm a vegetarian, can I better watch The Hunter? I mean, the poor little slug cat got bullied a lot through its playthrough, so when we went back and played as the hunter, it was more cathartic. But we're going to play as the monk, because we haven't seen the monk's intro, or it turns out the monk now has a special ending, which we never saw. University said bomber jackets are cool, but I stick with my long coats. I'm too spindly for long coats. Like, yeah. I look like someone's awkwardly created scarecrow. Meowkid Secure says you haven't mentioned the rain. Right, so the main mechanics around this game are survival and karma. You only have so much time per day to explore and move around. You need to find safe places every evening to sleep, because every night the rain comes down, and the rain in Rain World comes down with such severity every day that it floods the bottom levels and it pushes down to the point of crushing everyone. You need to get to cover each evening. Now here's the trick. You need to make sure you've had enough food each night so that when you go to sleep, you can properly rest and recover, and that raises your karma. If you don't, you'll wake up the next morning starved, and that results in your character being fatigued. Occasionally, you'll just you'll lose your footing and feel a little bit. I'm taking a lot of crap in chat. Yeah. So, Brit Nimel, you're correct. The monk does look serene, and the idea of the monk is I don't want to say easy mode, because this game is as much about exploration and emergent narrative through environment as anything else. But the monk is the easier of the 3 playthroughs. I'm getting a lot of crap for being a waffle man, so lol. Mal's here. What? Oh, Mal! Welcome. And Pixel says, I'm reminded of having to finish Hollow Knight because of hard games. Hollow Knight is... What the shit?!
I have been possessed by the golden avatar. The perfect combination of all 4 houses. We begin with House Chaos.
Holy shit, Quasi! The Fire Nation... The four elements have been combined into one quasi-avatar. Holy shit, a bin bag. Sorry, forgive my language. That was a 3k bit drop. Quasi, thank you. Thank you. Pixel's like, what were you saying, Will? I don't remember. The Hollow Knight, it's a bit good. Play it, you'll love it. It's a bit good. This is difficult in a way, but very... sorry, this is a difficult game, but while you could easily draw an aesthetic...
Stop that incessant clicking.
No! Okay. The two... Quasi is combining the 4 elements to unravel a will. So first, dropping a 3k bit. Fecking thank you. Then Quasi threw 5 subs to the crowd. And they went to Flash, Zap and McBrain, JT, One Strange One, Jenna DLR, another DLR, and Vir. Yo, thank you.
Stop that incessant clicking.
I'm gonna get this started, and then we're gonna go from there. And then Quasi's refilling the cup. Fecking thank you. Fecking thank you. Look at their little faces! They're so happy!
Stop that incessant clicking.
Little family of slug cats! Look at them! Look at them! The artist who did all these illustrations, Dell, is phenomenal, by the way. Sometimes they eat moths. Moths are nutritious in this world. Quasi, thank you.
Stop that incessant clicking.
Stormscale's like, him again, need to play this game. You really do. Oh! No, Thomas, look at! I don't know what's gonna happen and this game's still making me feel things. Shut up. We're a different slug cat!
Stop that incessant clicking.
I didn't realise the intro was different for the monk. We're not the slug cat that got lost. We're one of the rest of the family, and we're going to go try and find them. Stormscale saying it's been in my Steam library and I haven't gotten around to it yet. It's entirely worth it. Oh. Let's see if I can remember how to play this. Okay, that was Okay. So usually when you're playing as the survivor, you are the one that gets separated from your family. You're lost, you're alone. And Dashcore attempting to undo the hard work of Quasi there. And I do want to say, Quasi, for the gifted subs, for 3k in bits, like no big deal. for refilling the pint glass and for repping for House Valkyrie. Thank you sincerely. I am gonna have a great time at GDC, and I can't wait to represent you all in the arena that will be the GDC raids. See if I can remember how to do. Yeah, so there's the backflip. Oh, and then it's. Wait, how do I? Wait, so you go down, and is it hold down? Yeah, I thought it was you hold down until his little haunches come up. Alright, I can't remember how to do the long jump. Louie's little. Oh, he gets no stuck. Little cutie. You are hungry. Find food. Oh, yeah, I am trying to make him dance. I can't quite reach. Hey, Moon. And just remember, everybody, it has been confirmed. Moon is thick. Cadbury says, "Is this pixel or is it made to look pixel?" It is very pixel. Moon's telling us where to go get some moths. But I don't know. Can the monk eat moths? Or do I have to eat fruit? I can't remember. I'm about to find out. Oh, I can eat. Sorry, okay. So I can eat moths. No. Oh, and the monk doesn't need to eat as much. Cool. Cool. So Common Cat says, well, since we never encountered the monk in the Survivor playthrough, I guess something happened. Let's see whether it was a good or horrendous sign. Who knows? We could also, like... There was one thing that I didn't get the chance to do when we were playing the first time round, which was to give Moon a bunch of stuff. We could do that, but I don't want to spoil it for people who are about to encounter this for the first time. Look at this little cutie! Look at this little cutie! Leap the gap. Wait, how do we... I'm trying to remember how to do it. Sorry. So down. No. Darn it. This is a tricky one. So the idea is you hold down, you wait till the cat gets up on his haunches. Brit says, I thought the monk was a vegetarian. Imagine my surprise. Well, I tell you what, Brit and I will try and do this as a vegetarian run. How about that? Oh, there we go. So you hold down A first. Sorry, I was... Oh, yeah, find shelter. Rain is coming. So the rain is hella terrifying in this game. It starts with this huge, shuddering, violent setup, and it will start to flood the entirety of the place if we feck around too much. And this place is safe. So we get to come in here and hibernate. Each evening the rain comes, we have a little sleepy sleep, raise our karma up, job's a good one. Lizzie says, what, oh Will? Did you drink all the coffee I left you this morning? I'm working on it. Alright, so there we go. That's going to be our challenge. We're going to try and be a vegetarian monk. For the sake of Brit Nymal, we're going to give it a go. Yeah, Meowkid is a curry with sleepy little snub cat. Look at his little face! So fucking cute! I'm going to get this little Mother Hubbard tattooed on me. That's going to happen. I'm tempted by some of the runes and symbols from the Rain World Karma, but I haven't researched them enough to know. Oh. And get a rock. Get a couple rocks. Objects can be picked up, carried, and tossed. Now, I can't remember where we're going. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Moon wants us to go eat more moths. I'm going to see if I can find us somewhere we can get some veggies. Yay! Oh. Now, here's the thing. How violent is this lizard to us? Is the lizard going to eat us? It is! Crud. Oh well, so much for being... Crud. Alright, so currently, our little Sugcat is playing dead. We might get lucky. If someone interrupts this lizard whilst they're crawling around... Nah, we're gone. Okay. Easy mode my ass. So this is the challenge of the game. Every time you die, you go down a karma level. There are some gates where you need to get your karma level up to pass through. So like, you can't leave the starting area until you've gotten your karma high enough to survive. But it also resets things to resets things to a day or so ago. Also partially my fault for ignoring. Now, we can... I do miss having the, John says, so much for you being a vegetarian. No, it's fine. It's cheat day. It's allowed. It's allowed. Wait. I remember how to do the fucking controls on this. Oh, hang on. So, wait a second. Let's see what the this little critter's got in his belly. Wait. Come on, I know you've got something in there. Come on. Come on. Alright, so here's something that all you cat owners will both be impressed by and slightly grossed out with. So, you can see here, we're carrying a rock. Rocks are useful. They can use to knock out and stun big lizards. But, if we need to save it for later, we can keep it on a little cat stomach. And then we go around. But what's that? We need to grab ourselves a nice additional rock. Well, that's right. We can do cat fur. We can basically furball up an additional item if we need to. So if we find like cool stuff and items that we might want to take through for story reasons, we can just kind of swallow them and carry them through. This game doesn't want to spoil things and explain stuff to you. It just wants to tell you what's going on. So you saw that little bug that was like hovering around there. So those things are for the most part harmless, unless you attack them. Then their mum comes and stuff gets real. So the little bug floating around down there, utterly harmless. Utterly harmless. But if we take it out, Mama comes. And Mama is very violent. Catberry says, oh, just watched Captain Marvel. It's relevant, but no spoilers. I really, really enjoyed it. Anyway, we're going to go for a quick sleepy sleep. Also, you can stash item... Feck. Well, that was a waste. You can stash items in your little nest areas. Sorry, Greenfire, with floating mama bug, but big murder birds. Oh, yeah, we haven't encountered the murder birds yet. Isocrid says, but can you swallow Noam Chomsky? My word. I don't know if that's something we can talk about on stream. Pixel's like, murder birds? Oh yes. What we did, we took a regular bird and we just filled it full of murder. Welcome to Murder Bird. Oh yeah, so the rocks are reusable, but the rocks can't kill anything. They can just stun monsters. The spears can kill, but it's very difficult to take down another thing. So to Brit Nymel, the thing I would say is that we are not the biggest predator in this world. Even as the monk. No! Don't eat me, don't eat me. There are a lot of creatures in this world, and all of them would happily snack on our adorable, delicious little slug cat, given half a chance. We are the fluffiest predator, that is true. And so our challenge in this game is not to do a bunch of murders. Our challenge in this game, we might actually have to eat moths. I'm really sorry. Oh crud! I keep wasting those. So the challenge in this game is not to kill as many things as not to kill as many things as possible, but to learn how to read the environment. So these green big boys, they're slow and dumb and kind of grumpy, and they're not really going to do us too much damage. Unless they get hold of us, and then they're going to wreck our day. Oh, yeah, and we absolutely do not want to hurt that thing. But here's the thing. If the lizard hurts that flying bug, Mama will show up and feck murder, like straight up murder the... and straight up murder him. Ooh, black flower. Oh. There we go. Now we've got a thingy that gives us kind of like a karma level protection. Oh, cool. Fell off. Alright, see if we can pounce on a couple of these. Kitty pounce! Oh, no. Oh, crud! It's alright. Because he's such a big bulky boy, he can't climb. And we are a nimble and agile moth-eating cat. And all of you cat owners out there, don't even pretend like you haven't ever seen your cat eat moths. Oh, he is fighty and grumpy. But because he's such a big bulky boy, he can't climb up those. So we can keep him at odds distance. Now, if we were particularly adept and tooled up, we probably... Ah, no! How are you there? If we were adept, we might be able to get 3 or 4 spears and try and handle him. But for the most part, he is not friend. And he can still climb through the tunnels. The only advantage we have is that when we get caught initially, we essentially play dead. So unless he buries us or snaps our tiny cat neck, we can continue going. Moon, I get you. I get it. Don't worry. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, bulky lizard equals bad doggo. You're very right. But we should be able to avoid. You can hear how hungry his little hungry grumblies. I'm just going to turn the sound up a little bit for you all, so you can hear a little bit more of the kind of the ambient tunes. Oh, crud. Crud. Alright. I found basically the moth equivalent of catnip. Oh yeah, also, these levels are massive. Moon, I sure would like to know where the hell I'm supposed to be going. I found some fruit. Oh! Alright, you see that thing there? That's a mimic. That will instantaneously eat our dear beloved cat. What we have to do is jump past it without grabbing it. It looks exactly like a beam. Oh, that's bad. There's a lot going on right now. I'm gonna level with you. Moon, where the hell am I supposed to be going? Oh, this way. Oh no! 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 Fuck! And that's Rain World. Brit was like, you said you would make the monk vegetarian. I'm trying! Yeah, that's a mimic. And Geraldine says, I want to know what's up with this world. Reminds me of like Mushroom 11. Of course, the game didn't explain anything either. Whether or not there's more that we can get by exploring the world. There's possibly more about this world that we can learn, friends. As it currently stands... Oh, don't swallow that rock. As it currently stands, all we know is that this is post-humanity. Humans, whatever has happened to them, humans are gone. There are no people in this world. Anything more than that, I think would be a bit unfair to say. Got my spear, got my rock. This game's awesome, I like it a lot. I still have very complicated feelings about how it was received by the games media. That's a blizzard!
I don't know if they're complicated.
It's somewhat complicated.
How many different ways can you be unhappy?
No! No! Anyway, if another lizard gets in there, we can wiggle our way out of it. I just need someone else to show up and beat the crap out of this guy. Jaren's like, you were doing so well. I was. Hey, Takaroshi! What old friend? Yeah, we are dead and buried friends. And this is where Rain World shines. You can't just assume you can go through the same area in the same way. There is a living ecology at play here. And each time you come back here, each time you respawn, the world changes back to how it was in the previous states. So the whole of the ecology shifts and moves. DX Man says the return of Smugcat. So this isn't a game that you will finish quickly. I think it took us about 30-40 hours to finish it in total, and I can't recommend this enough. I can't. Sorry, I just saw Lizzie throwing shade over me, and then Alpha like doubling down. Shenanigans. Alright, it's just me and my rock friend. Rock friend and spear. Legend of Link! What? Oh. Legend says, so the level adapts to your style of play. I don't know if there is an adaptive system at work, but there is a living ecology. So basically, everything in this level is currently at state here. The lizards are hunting, the moths are moving around, and this can result in situations where completely unexpected scenarios happen. It's a living ecology, and when you start treating it thusly, you have a much more interesting experience. Get it? Here we go. No! There we go. See, Britnimel, this is what I was trying to get to earlier. And what's really interesting is that the varying fruits and vegetables in this world have different properties. So if you'll forgive a tiny bit of spoilerish, you'll find these stems that look like missiles, and that's the popcorn. And popcorn can't be eaten raw, but if you strike it with a piece of metal, it puffs up on the corn, on the cob, if you will, and you can then just eat a whole bunch from there. There are these little seeds that grey seeds you get later on. You have to throw into water to ripen, but they kind of pop and then float in water. So they can be kind of fun. But you can also use that pop effect to discombobulate discombobulate your foes. I've already eaten. Now just take me home, country roads. And so dear friends, I probably only got about 20 minutes, half an hour before I gotta... No! Ha! Ha! He fell over! I muted myself. Oh, it's also worth saying, friends, I've already finished a... Oh no, Takarashi Moon wants us to go the other way. Now you tell us, Moon. I have already finished a playthrough of this, and there are some parts of this game that are very difficult. Wait, you want us to go down that way? Alright. Well, those kids are far. Oh no! I thought they were going to fight more. Oh! Alright, so we know our way back from here. And then we can go get ourselves some food, have a little sleepy sleep. It'll be great. It'll be great. Like a little slug cat there doing his thing. We got a full belly, we got an extra spear, so there we go. See, Robin says, I guess I'll grab Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is very good. And I don't think anyone needs my recommendation on that one. It deserves all the accolades and praise that have been leveled at it. And as someone who's not good at CCGs, I fucking love it. One of the great things is when Ket was streaming a lot of that, I got to feel like I was good at that game by proxy. Jarlan says, even some of the machinery still works, so curious. I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but if you like a game to play while I'm at GDC, get a slug cat and go on an adventure. I'm not going to tell you what to do. There's a little slug cat. That way. There's a story to be found, and there's slug cats to behold. There's adventures to be had, and there's deaths to behold. Lauren Windstrike is now following. Thank you for that now. I didn't think this skit through before I started singing. Welcome all to Rain World. You're going to die a lot. The monk is covered in moths now. Oh, there we go. That was what I was trying to do. Get back here, dude. You. Oh, I got fruits. That's fine. Shh. Don't mention the moth. Welcome back, Cringe. Welcome back. We're just doing a little bit of the monk. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to play too much of this because I do have to get on a plane and go to GDC, and I will be posting an inordinate number of photos. So, okay, just quickly, those of you in chat who aren't on our Discord, please do come on down because I am going to be at GDC. I'm going to be posting as many pictures and things as I can, reporting back from the setup. During, there are going to be a lot of stories and info and stuff, and if there are things you want me to check out, then great. The Discord's probably one of the best ways to get a hold of. Discord's going to be one of the best ways to get a hold of me throughout this little adventure, alright? Catberry says, stay hydrated. I will. So you can tell all the people that feckin' know me. Will, stay hydrated. Don't get eaten by a feckin' mimic. Hey, check it out! We've been streaming for 2 hours and Will hasn't raged about how infuriated he is that this game didn't get more critical reception. Or started singing Row Row Fight the Power, because for some reason that's stuck in my head. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Lizzie's like hydrated with not booze. Oh, come on! Booze is a liquid! Rothar's with me. Row, row, fight the power! Look at little grumpy face. Look at little grumpy face. So good. Alright. So the other thing that's worth mentioning different is that as this continues, the ecology does adapt to each time we successfully survive a day, the ecology changes and adapts. So we can't go back and just repeatedly farm all the vegetables and stuff like that. J-Bo says, are you going to start every conversation at GDC with, have you played the Hex? Alright, forgive me a swear here, but I fucking might. On Ket's show earlier in the week, on Thursday, we were talking about the BAFTA nominations, and, like, full disclosure, I am a BAFTA member. I am a member of BAFTA Games. And we were bantering about the games that had been nominated for the awards and things like that. And do you know what's not on any of those lists? The fucking Hex. Do you know what Will is? Pissed that no one's talking about the fucking Hex. Alright, I'm done. Also, I'm going to eat this gold flower because that's good for me. Also going to try and eat these moths. Slugcat's got a slug! Ah! Get back here! Stupid dinner. No! Thankfully, Slugcat's got balance. Bulky Boy here's got knout. Oh, and I jumped off. That was dumb. That was dumb, and I'm going to pay for that. Oh. Ha! Oh, no. I laughed too soon. Gotcha! Nom 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 nom. Alright, so now I've got enough for dinner. So if we try and get ourselves to a place to have a little sleepy sleep. Oh, no, Moon wants us to go that way. Alright. And if you're wondering who Moon is, or why Moon is, I'm not telling you. Because, yo, like, play this game while I'm at GDC. Have a great time with it. Moon. Moon, which way am I going? Moon! That way. B. Alright, which way am I going now? Which way do you want me to go? Alright, Moon wants us to go that way. I might just have a quick sleepy sleep, get another level. The Chitan says, Slugcat has balance. Will does not. Hey, I have mostly competent balance. I resent that true statement. Wow, we seem to have gained a lot of lovely followers. I feel very bad that we're not able to do a full stream on this one. But what I will say is I'm always happy to come back to Rainworld. I love this game wholeheartedly, and I will have a Rainworld tat on my arm, because this game is important to me, and it's been important to especially those of us who were there kind of as we started the long ship. It's difficult, and it's beautiful, and it's challenging, and it's real. The time I spent in this game is something that has stayed with me. And yo, sometimes I get to be a bit of a preachy slancho, because I was thinking about this the other day, and the money and time that went into, like, so let's say Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 is a good game. It is a first-person shooter based on World War One. It is incredibly well put together. The story bits are really awesome. I could, apart from the feckin' bit where you control a pigeon, I couldn't tell you anything about that game. I couldn't tell you anything about that game. Which way do you want me to go? Oh, so the lizards are fighting. Now, purple lizards can climb. They are tricksy fuckers, if you'll forgive my language. They're incredibly tricksy mother hubbards. But the purples and the greens don't always get along. And I don't think purples can jump. So this is the point where we basically need to look at the ecology. So green can't turn around in the tunnels, right? So if we can read green's movement, we get to the end of this before they get to us. So green can't climb, we can. And we can boop on the snoot if needs be. So long, lizard sucker! What in the crap is that? Move, not now! So those bugs are edible, but I'd rather not. Alright, that's glowing purple, that can't be bad, right? Alright, so those things are fine, so long as we don't punch them, we're okay. Alright, have we got enough to make it through here? I think we do. Yep, so these are the rain gates. So long as our karma is high enough, we can make it through. Yay! Who wants popcorn? And then we can have popcorn. And it just has a little bit of popcorn. Nom 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 nom. Om nom nom. Om nom 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 nom. And the thing is, you get full belly from popcorn, and it's so good. Caffeine says, right, I'm off for dinner. Have a good flight, Will. Chat, be excellent. Heck yeah. Lamentably, I'm not far behind. I'm sadly going to need to wrap this stream up. So, as we have an inordinate number of new viewers, I do want to say, one, thank you all for coming down. This is, I love Rainbow with passion. I've already done a Survivor playthrough and a Hunter playthrough, and so I know it seems weird to do the Monk last, and we played both of those last year, but that's just who I am this week. Yeah. For those of you, if you're interested in more... Ooh, maybe I should survive with you. If you're interested in more of this, we'll be playing some more, yo. So, chuck us a follow. It's lovely to have you all with. But I do need to say my thank yous and start closing up, because we need to start getting on the bounce, don't we, dude?
A little bit, yeah.
So I think I'd rather say proper thank yous to everybody, because like feckin' Joe-Cat and Joe-Cat, J. Crips, feckin' Quasi, loads of people have thrown a whole bunch of bits of my stupid noodly face. Case shift with Will's health tips. Eat popcorn. It's good for you. It is lamentable that we need to bring this to a close. So yeah. Secretly Robert says, remember your promise. Yeah, I have not forgotten. I don't know what you could possibly mean, Secretly Robert. I don't know what you could possibly mean. So, dear friends, we are going to play... Like, if you're down for it, we'll do a Monk playthrough, because I absolutely love that game. And the chances of getting through a whole playthrough of Rainworld without me ranting about how Rainworld does not get the... How Rainworld's brilliance seems to fly absolutely in the face of a bunch of other stuff. I'm not going to get into it.
I had some spare bits and I'll replenish after GDC. So, House Chaos.
Dashkal, holy crap! Dashkal, you fucking legend! You fucking legend! Thank you! Thank you! Yo. I feel guilty. Like, a bunch of you are throwing bits at my stupid face, and I came on today just to hang out with you all for a little bit before getting on a plane to go to GDC. Like, just so long as you know, the only reason I'm calling the stream early is because I gotta fly. And that is a tricky thing, my friends. That is a tricky thing. So, right. Rainworld is an excellent game. I'm going to drop a link for those of you that might not have picked up a copy. And if you don't mind picking it up on there, absolutely please do. I love this game wholeheartedly. And it is utterly special. I'm sorry that the industry as a whole has failed you in telling you that this game is worth your time. But the great thing about digital distribution games is it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, right? The old discombobulating me. Right. Sorry, bear with me just a second. But I promised I would do... Yo! Whoever that was that just picked up a copy of Rainworld, you fucking legend! So I tell you what, let me thank all the wonderful people who have donated and thrown stuff at me now, and then I'll do my closing thoughts and then throw myself at a plane at high speed. Hopefully in a manner which allows me to sit on it, not at it. Right. Right, bear with me a second. Dashkill's like, I'd rather you sit in it. I don't know what you could possibly mean. But I need to do my thank yous and I need to wrap the show, which is always a sad thing. But first, I must say a monstrous thank you to the incredible crew of the Longship. I need to say thank you to JoeCat and Tenwin for donating straight up cash money dollars. Like, yo, thank you. It's gonna help a whole bunch. Like a whole bunch. Cheers, the very lifeblood of this operation. The thing that keeps this whole full-time stream of Mathunnerin going. That's a word I made up. I want to say thank you to Quasi J Crips Jaskal, Dashkal Isocrid, Compliment Cat J Post, Shackle Draconis, Frit Nimel, Mother of Cats, and Tanari Wow. Your moderators today have been Kathleen, Lizzie, Slifter, and Tal. Good work! Credits for actually thanking all of them. To El Blastions and Lauren Windstrike, thank you for follows. And those that subbed, those that received a gift sub, and those that busted out the jams, I want to say a thank you to Lucian Gray, JoeCat, Slifter, C222, Universally Idiotic, Cringe Facility, Pixel Limitations, Beadora, Vagabond, JTT, Flash Zappin McRae, One L Strange, General DRR, and Meh! Yo! I am incredibly proud to be the fucking front man of Longship. Yeah! Whoever it was that picked that up as well, fucking legend. Also, if you use the partner link, it does help us, and it does all go towards it. So yeah, I'm stupidly proud to be your front man of the Longship, your human megaphone, the physical banner. I'm going to go to GDC and I'm going to bring us back raid and loot and bounty. Because I'm not going to be going for us. Alright? So thank you all. Thank you all for supporting my sorry ass for a year. Thank you all for being the most wonderful bunch of mother hubbards a person could ask for. Alright? Just thank you. Right. Now let's see who we can crash into. Let's see who we can go crash into. Who we got? Let's go crash into... We crash into Thor. Oh! Baron's drawing a map. Let's go crash into Baron. Baron's one of our usuals. Baron's good people. Alright. So... So, you lovely Mother Hubbards, and Septilio, and everybody throwing a follow on, thank you kindly. There will be more Rain World, there will be more others, and we can get the Rain World devs on again if they're not travelling too hard. So, yeah. Fucking hell, what a day. So, I love you guys. Thank you all. Please, do check the Discord. We're going to have stuff going on throughout next week. So it's not just going to be a whole bunch of dead air. I will be back from GDC. Next official stream is going to be the 26th. I will try and stream from the show. I will be sending messages. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say. Thank you all. I plan to be worth all your time and support. Alright? Alright. Now, let's go scare the crud out of Baron Sheep with a massive raid. This is going to be amazing. Alright, so friends, when we get in there, just Viking Raid! The top of your lungs, and just throw emotes until it stops being funny. Alright? You all ready? Alright. Again, I love you guys, and I'll see you in San Francisco. Onward!